The Avroblay Butcher Shop in the Over-the-Rhine neighborhood of Cincinnati has been at this more than 125 years. That means Len Blay's grandfather, who first opened the store, weathered the pandemic that swept through at the end of World War I.
We do all of our production back here. We make all of our sausage back here. We do all the hams, all the lunch meats.
Blay says the early days of COVID-19 in 2020 were indeed spooky, not knowing what to expect.
It was like you step outside and it's like you look around to make sure nobody's coming near you. They tell you to keep 6-foot distance, you know.
Oddly, while many shops, stores, and restaurants saw profits cut to the bone, Blay says people wanted their steaks, pork, and chicken.
So people were buying things like a lot more than they ever buying before. So it seemed kind of crazy. And when you expect normal business and all of a sudden things double and triple.
That's not to say there weren't big changes. Customers can't come inside.
Patty?
Orders are placed over the phone and then picked up outside.
Thank you, John. See you later.
Thank you.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Take care now.
And prices to Blay spiked. Brisket and other cuts more than doubled in cost. Blay has muscled through and hopes business is slowly returning to normal.
Slowly, this historic neighborhood is showing signs of economic life as the stores and shops begin to reopen and slowly customers begin to return. But the question remains, is it too much too soon? And to what degree will the response to COVID-19 become a critical issue in the November election?
Means Cameron opened his shop, the Black Coffee Lounge, 10 months ago. 5 of his family members caught COVID-19, including a grandfather who passed away. And he warns this is not over.
And we haven't paid much attention to what COVID is doing because of what's going on around police brutality.
Right.
But the numbers are still really bad. And we still need to figure out what to do as a community to keep people safe.
Cameron says he's not worried about having to close his coffee shop, at least not now. A non-profit entity called 3CDC began developing over the Rhine 15 years ago, when some of these old buildings were in danger of collapse, and this was the most violent neighborhood in Ohio. It's helping shop owners through COVID-19, providing $900,000 in rent relief alone.
Trying to find a new tenant and replace that is going to take an awful lot more time, effort, energy, and money, and it's also going to change the fabric of the neighborhood.
Cameron is among the many who appreciate the local support, and while the response to COVID-19 is being debated, there's no question the explosive race relations issue has struck a nerve and joins the White House COVID response as a hot political topic.
For black people, we're fed up. We're not happy about how we're treated in our own country.
Every person that is out here that is angry, please vote in November.
It shouldn't take for these things to happen for us to think of one another.
Whether the issue is COVID or civil rights, Cameron hopes people take their passion from the streets to the voting booths, where Ohio is always one of the most hotly contested states in the national election.
For those people, those politicians who don't value black lives, it's time for them to go.
Sean Cadlebs, CGTN, Cincinnati, Ohio.